Thought I'd do a quick video on how I thaw out my rats and mice for my snakes. Seems like something that's pretty trivial, but a lot of people have a bunch of different methods, and this is the one that I found that works for me. If you don't like it, stick with what you're doing or try something different. Here's kind of the illustration of what I do. Kitchen sink. Yes, my fiance loves me for it. I thaw mine in hot water, but there's a caveat to that. This water's all cold. I put mine in bags, and you can see there's no water in the bag. And the reason for that is twofold. One, I buy higher quality bags. These are, pretty good quality Ziploc bag. They're a freezer bag. And two, the other thing that I'm very careful about is these right here. They're claws. When you put the frozen rodents into the bag, they're frozen, obviously. Their claws, not only are they sharp just because they're sharp, but they're sharper because they are frozen. Well, they're not sharper, but they're more prone to actually puncture the bag. So what you have to do when you press the air out is you have to be very careful about not pressing down on their claws, or when you pick the bag up, making sure the claws don't scrape against the bag and tear it or put some micro holes in there. Because what's going to happen is water's going to leak in there, and it totally negates the purpose to using this bag. Here's my other bag. As you can see, the air's all pressed out. It's actually almost even vacuum pressed in there, but no water. Empty this other one out. Emptying it out because the water got cool from just sitting out too long. So, get my hot water running. This obviously takes a minute. Once your water is hot, go ahead and pop it over in the tub. There we go. Replace your rodents. Now, if you have the opportunity to do this, if you're doing a small bag like, or a bag with smaller rodents like this, or you just don't have too many in there and you have this extra amount of space, what I like to do just to double check and make sure that no water gets in here is I'll drape it over the side like this. And one key thing here, whatever your thickest rodent is, you want to press down, and when it gets fully submerged by the water, go ahead and throw your other bucket on top. Now what this does with the bag on the side is it pinches it off so no water can get down in that Ziploc. Then at that point, the only thing you have to worry about is the claws that actually puncture the bag. But this also creates more or less like a sandwich type effect with the hot water. You get hot water in the bottom bucket, the rat's sitting on top of it, hot water on top in the other bucket. And one of the reasons I like this versus just throwing rats directly into hot water, two reasons actually. One, you don't have wet rodents, which is always a good thing. Like I said, I thaw mine out in the kitchen and take them into the reptile room, so my fiance doesn't want me dripping hot rodent water all over the house. The other thing I like about this is that the bag actually acts as an insulator to the rodents so that they don't get hot too quickly. You don't have to worry about cooking the rodents, especially smaller ones, but you also don't have to worry about the skin becoming too delicate, because what you'll see sometimes with your animals is when they strike the rodent, pull back and coil it, sometimes the rodent will split open, which spills entrails all over the cage, and the last thing you're going to go and do is reach in there and grab this disgusting pile of entrails and fight your boa for it, because they will fight for it. So you let them go at it, and then they stream guts and intestines all over their head, and they've got blood all over them, and it's just not a good day. So like I said, what the bag does is it acts as an insulator. One, the layer of plastic, but two, also the air that's inside the bag is cooler than the water. And like I said, that acts as an insulator too, which keeps those rodents from cooking, so you don't have to worry about that so much. It still does happen occasionally, because it happens even with live rodents as well, but I find just in my personal experience that it happens less than just throwing rodents directly into a bucket of water. So I hope that was helpful for you. Like I said, if you hate it, don't do it.